What's on this plug? So let's see. There we go. Okay. Get rid of it and go buy some new shit. Whew. It's hot. 10:15 in the morning. And I'm already sweating. I was just laying in the bed probably about 30 minutes ago. Then I thought about it. The truck need a service. You might as well get your butt on up and head on out there and get this over with before them bulldogs get on Ball State ass. So this is where we at. So today is service day. Today I will be performing just a simple oil change, greasing it, checking the fluids in my differential and my transmission, greasing the truck, adjusting my brakes, and other little knick-knack stuff that I see need to be done to it. And I just thought about something. I left my drill at home. But yeah, I left my drill at home. I needed that because it was something else I need to fix. But I guess it can wait. So let me show y'all what I'm gonna be using today to do a simple service on my truck since I've been running every day. So let me show you what we got over here. Okay, so first, we're gonna start over here. We got a fresh air filter. How can you do a service without a fresh air filter? You gotta change your air filter. I just recently changed the cabin filter, so I'm not worried about that. We got 4 2.5 gallon things of oil right here. Of course, I had talked about this the other day on why I swapped over. We got, of course, some grease to grease the truck down with, anti-seize grease. We got a headache right here. I've been telling myself to go get a new grease gun forever. I don't never think about it until I get ready to do it. And I'll be like, man, forget it, I'm gonna use it one last time. Of course, we got 2 fresh Fleetguard oil filters I just got from TNT out of Dublin the other day. And I got a Fleetguard fuel filter. Now, of course, I got my tools. Some of my tools. We got brake cleaner to spray stuff down, clean it. Now, back here, we have, this is degreaser, and this is water. Now, why do I have degreaser and water? Because I have an oil leak. It's not a big oil leak, but it is an oil leak. As you can see, some is right there. So what I'm gonna do when I get through, I'm gonna take that degreaser and I'm gonna spray some of the areas up under the truck. I mean, it's not a big oil leak, but I just like to keep it as clean as I can up under here, you know. So that is what's on the schedule. I got a little water leak right there I'm gonna fix, but just a little simple stuff to try to keep me on the road as much as I can. I mean, if you take care of your equipment, it will take care of you. It's pretty easy. I normally can do this in about an hour. Of course, I'm gonna be recording today. That grease gun over there can be a headache. Also, I forgot about this. I left my oil drain plastic container at my daddy's house. He lives about 30 minutes away. So I was like, damn, what I'm gonna do to get the oil in? Because I don't feel like going up to Monroe County, getting that thing early this morning. I want to go ahead and get out here so I can get back home and enjoy some football and sit in the garage with my family and drink a couple cold beers. So I don't use one of these before, and it makes it a headache once the oil fill up, getting it from up under there. So this is what I got. I got some Vienna sausages. No, but I got this plastic container right here. I'm gonna catch the oil in it. It's really a pain getting it from up under there. you know, after the oil is in it. But, you know, it was either me driving 30 minutes up to my daddy's house or just dealing with this, you know, and it was just like, well, I guess I'll just get this plastic container. It fits up under there pretty easy. But we catch the oil in it, and then when we fill it back up, when we use the oil out of the jugs over there, we'll fill those containers back up with oil and drop that oil off at O'Reilly's or something like that. But here we are. So let's get started. I'm gonna go over here and start draining this oil out. Then we're gonna start greasing this thing and let the oil drain, get as much of that old oil out of there as possible. So let's get this party started. Okay, so I just had to break this thing loose. I had started recording, but I had to break it loose, so it was super tight. But that's a good thing though. It's super tight. So I'm gonna get this headache up under here. Certain stuff make the job easy and certain stuff make the job hard. I remember when let's see, can y'all see? There you go. I remember when right before I rebuilt my engine, I was doing this and water came out. But as you can see, that's straight oil, no water. But I want to see what's on this plug. So let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's see what is on this plug. Flip the camera around. That plug is clean. That's what you want to see right there. You want to see a clean plug. Y'all see it just like I see. It's just a little bit of metal. Two little specks. Two little specks of metal on there. But that's the plug right there. You can see it just right there. But we are just over 100,000 miles on the rebuild. Every oil change, I just been getting it's been getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But I don't think that's too much to worry about. So let's let the oil drain, and we are going to start greasing this bad boy. Let me get a napkin and get this stuff out of my hand. Okay, so I done start greasing a little bit of it. As you can see, I hit the king pins, but you just want to put enough grease in there until it start coming out a little bit. Hit my slack adjuster right here. This mother effer going in the trash when I get through with it today. I bought it from O'Reilly's, one of the cheapest ones that O'Reilly's have. And one thing my mama always say, you pay for what you get. Okay, so we got the front end greased. You can see I gotta go back on this side and wipe some of the excess grease off. But as you can see, we just dripping just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stick the plug back in. Got it right here. And get ready to pull those oil filters off. So let's get to going so we can get the hell on from out here. Yeah, so we're gonna get this thing snugged up. You don't want to tighten it too tight. Not too tight. You don't want to do no damage to your oil pan, but also you don't want to. Okay, I think they're good enough. You don't want to be going down the road and your drain plug come out. That'll be a bad day. So what I like to do when I'm done, spray it with a little bit of brake cleaner, wipe it off. I'm gonna spray it again. Wipe it off again. She's looking good. You do that right there, so you know you can basically look up under here and see is it leaking anytime. I know it's clean right now, so if I look back up under here and I got a little bit of oil around it, I know it's leaking. I need to take corrective actions. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get this baby slid over there by the oil filters and get those taken out. So on to the next step. All right, so we got the oil filters off. And before I go with the new ones, I just like to wipe this down. Wipe the housing down. Make it clean as possible. Looking good. And also, if you look, now you can see why I'm gonna spray it down with the greaser and water when I get through, because you really can't see the oil leak from the front. But once you get up on the truck, it's obvious that I have an oil leak, you know. So like I said, it's not real bad, but it is leaking. So let's get up here and fill up these filters and get ready to install them. All right, so we got both our oil filters installed, and I just hand tighten them. You know, tighten them hard as I can. You don't want to use your tool on these and smash that seal up there, because you smash that seal too much over time, it'll start leaking. And also you want to pre-fill your filters before you put them on. So what we got next, we're gonna start sticking this oil in. Got a fresh filter. Now, it ain't fresh, but took a rag and wiped it out real good. Make sure no contaminants don't go down in the engine. So let's get it filled up. I left my Lucas at my dad's house as well, you know, but anyway, that's another story. So let's get this thing filled up full of oil. Got this so good old 1540 Delvac. Save me some money. But what I'm interested to see, I seen people saying who switched from Rotella T5 to Delvac had better oil pressure. So going down the road, my oil pressure is about 56, 57. So I ain't gonna complain about the oil pressure with T5. My only complaints with T5 is, like I said earlier in the other video, is it was hard to find for me. And when I did find it, the shit was extremely high. Like, man, this whole service right here was $240. The oil alone was $240. I think I spent $120 on all this. So I saved some money that way. And right now the name of the game is try to save as much as you can, cause hell, we ain't making much right now. You know, it's a blessing on what we doing right now, but we ain't making the most money. Stick this in. I normally run Lucas, but I don't have any with me right now. Got about 2 or 3 gallons at my daddy's shop. But it is. I see mixed reviews. Some people like using Lucas. Some people say it works. Some people say it don't. But I like using it. Got this thing filled up. Can you see it? It's looking like it's overfilled. But I only put 9 gallons in it. Or I tried to measure, put 9 gallons in it, plus the oil filter, so it shouldn't be overfilled. So now on to the air filter. And man, I tell you, every time I change my air filter after I hadn't changed it in a while, it makes a huge difference. Real dusty. Out of Donaldson. That bad boy out of here. Roll away. Man, look at the dust came out of it. Check this out. Well, guess you couldn't see it. You can't see it on camera. But we got a fresh one. Brand new, $50-something. So let's get this installed. Then we're gonna go out there and do the fuel filter. And it's time to change this old fuel filter. I got good old Trusty with me. Gotta keep it with me. The first day, my first load, when I bought this truck, I took it to get an inspection did at the company I was gonna go to. Matter of fact, it was Lightning. And when I got down there, all this over here was just wet. So I'm just like, what the hell going on? So I reached up here and I grabbed this and it spent just like that. Damn globe wasn't tight. So it was the very first tool I bought to keep with me. Outside of the tools I got over there in those kits. I've been had those tools. But this was the very first specialty tool I bought for this truck. And when I opened up and I seen how wet it was up under here, you know, first time owner operator. Of course I had been dealing with them before. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. It kind of scared me a little bit. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna set that bad boy over there. And we're gonna change out all our seals we have on here. Every one of them. We got a seal, the one I just took out right there. We got that one right there. And we got this bad boy down here. So we're gonna change out all those and get this thing, put us a little bit of transmission fluid in there. And then we're gonna get this thing fired up after that. I still gotta adjust the brakes on it and grease the back and the drive line. So let's get this did, then we'll start working on that. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see this greasy motherfucker right here? This greasy bitch right here. My dad always told me, when some shit aggravates you, get rid of it and go buy some new shit. That shit gotta go. That bullshit gotta go. I ain't done greasing my truck yet, but I'm gonna go buy me an electric one. That damn gun had aggravated the fuck out of me. Fuck that gun. I'm greasy as hell fucking with that damn thing. Keep on losing prime. I ain't never had no damn gun beat my ass like that. Anyways, we finna get this thing fired up. I probably go get a new gun later on today or tomorrow and come out here and finish greasing it up. But fuck that motherfucker right there. Let's get this thing fired up. My scan gauge up here is going to read oil pressure before this gauge right here, because this gauge right here just gonna go and do all that. So I like looking at my scan gauge, seeing my oil pressure. Let's get it fired up. So we got 57 pounds. I just like standing with him for a while, then I'm gonna go look up on the truck. Okay. No dripping. I don't see nothing dripping. We're gonna let it sit right here and idle for a little while. But yeah, man, that damn grease gun, last time I was using it, it was giving me a lot of issues. But I was able to still get through with it. But this time, I mean, it still was working, but I kept on having to keep priming over and over and over. I ain't never had no grease gun do how that grease gun was doing me a while ago. I just got fed up with it. It's hot out here, and I've been telling myself to go ahead and get an electric one. Hopefully I should be able to find one in the city tomorrow. But I'm gonna go ahead and get me a brand new one later on today or tomorrow and finish greasing the back of it. I just gotta do matter of fact, I gotta climb back up on it just to check my U-joints and stuff like that. Just shake my drive line, and I need to grease my slack adjusters in the back of it, and that's it. The rest of it done. Slack adjusters in the back. Yeah, that's it. But I couldn't take that motherfucker no more. They got me greasy as hell. Keep on going inside that gun. That bitch got to get away from me. But everything looking good. I don't see no oil leaks. Let me go ahead and check this oil pressure one more time, and we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. Well, I almost forgot. Brake adjustment time. So what I did was I built up my air on the inside. It's about 140, 150. I put it in gear and I released my parking brakes. Now, what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna take this ratchet and I'm gonna tighten my brakes. All right. Now that I tighten it, I'm gonna come back with this same ratchet, and I'm gonna go half turn, half turn. And I'm gonna do that all the way around the truck. That's how you adjust your brakes. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. So the last couple things I did on it was I greased the fifth wheel. I adjusted all of the brakes on it. Of course, I changed the oil. Put a new air filter in it. New fuel filter. Something that had been egging me was that the piece of vinyl that go across the top of there. Freightliner is notorious for having those problems, so I put some Gorilla Tape on it to stop that. But I mean, that's just about it. I took some degreaser and went over the bottom because, like I said, I got an oil leak and got a lot of oil from down there. I took one of my rags and wiped from down there too, just in case, you know, DOT pulled me over and do an inspection. I just try to keep it clean. I know I got an oil leak, but, you know, like they say, if a Detroit ain't leaking oil, it ain't got no oil in it. So it's the same with this truck. But that grease gun, I'm gonna go get a new grease gun today or tomorrow. That grease gun turn a 45 to an hour job into a freaking 2.5 hour job. And people keep calling me when I'm working. Don't keep calling me. So I got to get the grease gun. When I get the grease gun, I'm just gonna go all over. I'm just gonna re-grease the whole truck again when I get the grease gun. I'm not gonna come out here later on today or tomorrow and mess with it. Monday, I'm gonna take it up there and get it washed. And Tuesday, clean the inside real good. And hey, you take care of it, it'll take care of you. But I think that's just about it what I got to do on it. I forgot I got to snoke them clamps down right there. I got a little tiny leak. Not nothing major, but I got to snoke them down. But I really ain't got, it really ain't too much wrong. It ain't nothing wrong with it. I can't think of anything else I need to do to it. It run damn good. If somebody said you got to fix something on here, I grabbed the drive shaft, making sure there wasn't no play in neither one on. I didn't check the back one. I forgot about that one, but I do that now. Get ready to grease it. But if somebody said, what do you need to do to your truck? The only issue I could think I need to do to this truck is fix that oil leak which coming from the oil pan gasket. That's why I think it is. On this side of the engine, the passenger side of the engine, I think that's where the oil leak at, because my fuel filters be getting oil on them. You know, so I try to keep it cleaned off, but the truck run good, you know. I'm running it 5 days a week, which I haven't told y'all about that yet, you know, but I'm running 5 days a week with it. making decent money with it. And they say October we're supposed to really speed up, October to into January. So that's really the roughest time of the year for us truckers right now. But this particular account that I'm running, they said that we're supposed to pick back up. So I'll make a video one day on why I left Penske. But I'm finna get rid of all this oily stuff. I give my recycled oil to my uncle. He in concrete, and what he do is they rub the equipment down with that burnt oil, with the old burnt oil, and so the concrete won't stick to it. So I give my old oil to him. I was taking it to O'Reilly's, but appreciate y'all for watching this. Like, comment, subscribe. I gotta start back recording more. I mean, I've been busy a lot, but transitioning away from Penske, that gave me more time to do stuff, even though, the money was good. I was running both of them, but I was tired. Money ain't worth all that. And now I'm making good money with my own stuff. I make my own schedule, but I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm finna go home and wash my butt. And I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.